Hello guys, what's happening? So it has been a minute since I last posted anything on this channel, but we are now well into 2021 and I really wanted to get some new stuff out there and giving you guys some brand new content. So for those of you who don't know, in late 2020 I decided to start taking a barber course, so I really wanted to infuse men's lifestyle into this channel, which is exactly what I've done. So today's video is all going to be about my 10 predictions for men's hairstyles in 2021. So let's get straight into it. So coming in at number 1, I think is probably one of the most unavoidable haircut trends for particularly young guys this year, and that is going to be the TikToker. Obviously TikTok became quite a big thing throughout 2020, and I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger throughout 2021, and I really do think we're going to see a lot of young guys in particular wearing this kind of hairstyle. It's very long, you can easily do stuff with it, like you can put a bit of sea salt spray into it and really make it a completely different style, but I do think this is definitely going to be one to watch out for in 2021. So my next prediction for haircut trends in 2021 is going to be the age-old classic. It is the curtains. Again, this is kind of a thing where a lot of guys have been growing out their hair over the past year since lockdown and everything that's been going on, and I do think that we're going to see quite a rise in a lot of guys doing this year, where they just decide to curtain their hair out. It is a very classic hairstyle, and it wouldn't surprise me if we'd see a lot of guys wearing that style this year with everything that's been going on. So my next haircut, again, is another hairstyle that is to do with people being in lockdown and in quarantines, and I think that's going to be the return of the man bun. The man bun was quite a big hairstyle about a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. The man bun was literally everywhere. You couldn't walk down the street without seeing a guy with a man bun, and I think we're going to see a big return of that this year. Like I say, a lot of guys obviously have been growing out their hair throughout the past year with what's been going on in the world and the lockdowns and quarantines, so it wouldn't surprise me that if we see this a lot cropping up over this year. So on to the other end of that spectrum. During lockdown, you have either grown out your hair or you've decided to shave it off and go into a buzz cut. A buzz cut is a very easy haircut. It's very easy to maintain. You don't really need to do anything. You literally just shave it all, and it's a very, very simple hairstyle. I think this is definitely going to be something that we will see a lot, particularly whilst we're currently right now in a lockdown in the UK, or in England at least. I do think that a lot of guys are going to go for a buzz cut this year with everything that is going on. So my 5th prediction for haircuts that we're going to see in men this year is going to be something that typically we see a lot in the UK, and that is the crop. So the crop is a very, very popular hairstyle anyway, even before everything that's been going on, but I do think we are going to see the crop make a big statement this year, and I do think it's going to be slightly different to how we normally see it. Normally we see a crop with a very undercut hairstyle, but I do think this year we're going to see a crop with more grown out sides coming in and more length on the haircut than just the standard skin fade. I do think going on skin fade, I do think that we are going to probably start to see the fall of the skin fade this year. I think a lot of guys really are trying to grow their hair out, and I do think we're going to see a reduction in skin fading. We probably will see a same amount of guys having fades, but I do think we're going to see less skin fades in 2021. So my number 6 prediction for men's hairstyles in 2021 is going to be something that we saw a lot of last year, and that is the bleached or dyed hair. I think this is going to make a huge comeback this year. Bleached hair in men has been going quite strong over the past few years. A lot of celebrities have been bleaching their hair blonde, particularly platinum blonde, and I do think we're going to see a lot of platinum coming back this year. But I think as well, towards the end of last year, the middle end of last year, we saw a lot of men experimenting with their hair colour, some experimenting slightly further by doing more outrageous colours like blues and pinks and oranges, and I do think we're going to see that around a lot this year. I think lockdowns and things like that are really making people bored of their haircuts, so they're really trying to do something different and change the way that they look, and I do think that we're going to see a lot of men dyeing and bleaching their hair in 2021. So my next haircut prediction is going to be the return of the curled or permed hair in men. In 2016, a big thing was men having perms. A lot of guys who have pin straight level 1 textured hair really wanted level 3 curly textured hair, and I think this is going to be a return this year. Again, like I say, I think a lot of guys are getting really bored of their haircuts and the way that their hair looks, and are trying to be a bit more experimental, and I do think that we are going to see a lot of men perming their hair again this year. My next prediction is going to be the emo or K-pop hairstyle. This is something, obviously the emo kind of hairstyle has been around for a very long time, and it's sort of been taken over now by the K-pop kind of style, but I do think we're going to see a lot of this. A lot of K-pop has been broadcast into the Western media, and I do think we're going to see a huge amount of men, particularly young men, doing this K-pop emo kind of hairstyle over this year. It's very easy to maintain. It's literally swept across one eye, and it's just a long fringe with a maintained top and back. You can also go short on the back and sides as well, so it's entirely up to you. So my next prediction is the age-old favourite, and it's the hairstyle that I love the most out of all of these, and it is the Pompadour. This never goes out of fashion. It's been around for a ridiculously long time, and I do not see it going out of fashion anytime soon. There's so much that you can do with the Pompadour. It's so versatile. You don't just have to have it in one particular way. There isn't one right way of doing a Pompadour. You can have a complete full slick back Pompadour, or you can have it slightly less slicky, you can have it less greasy. So there are loads of different ways, and you've also got a lot of new pomades that are out on the market now as well. You don't just have the classic oil-based pomade, you've now got water-based pomades as well that can give you the same effect, the same look of that proper oil-based pomade, but without the oil, and it's just so much nicer. It doesn't feel like you've got a lot of product in your hair, so that is something that I do think we're going to see a lot of this year. And my final prediction for men's haircuts this year is going to be a layered cut. A lot of guys, as I keep saying, a lot of guys are growing out their hair this year, or have grown out their hair over the past year, and now they want to do something with it. And a layered haircut, something we could say, for example, is a uniform layered haircut. I think we're going to see a lot of this coming up this year, where a lot of guys want to have movement in their hair and really want to be able to see the layers, and the layers falling down on top of each other. So I do think we're going to see a big rise in layered or uniform layered haircuts. And that's it, guys. That is my top 10 predictions for men's hairstyles for 2021. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does mean everything to me. Hopefully this year I'm going to be bringing out a lot of new content with loads of vlogs and videos like this, and talking about men's lifestyle and travelling and theme parks again. So yeah, please give it a thumbs up. That would really mean the world to me. And please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell to be updated for brand new content. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great 2021. I will see you guys real soon. Goodbye.